guys, Karis here, and I'm using headphones today because this wind is crazy. So what I want to talk to you guys about in this video is the introduction of the new monthly Magic Book Club selection. And the new moon falls on May 28th in the morning/early afternoon if you live in the United States region. So just go to the internet and see when it lands in your time zone if you want to really align with it. But whether or not you want to know exactly the moment, that day is when we start our new book club selections for the monthly Magic Book Club. And this book is a book that I actually just got, and this is going to be the first one in the book club that I have not already read. So it's kind of a new thing, and that was not at all my intention. My intention was just to share books with the book club that I knew already and I was familiar with, and so I wasn't learning them necessarily while everyone else was, so I could provide good feedback. However, this one, I've just fallen in love with it so deeply that I want other people to read it too. I really think it's going to be really good. And so this is what it's called: The Shamanic Mysteries of Egypt. Awakening the healing power of the heart, which I'm very excited about. And I will read you the passage that made me decide to make this the book club book, because I just decided this morning. I'd been kind of thinking about it. I couldn't decide which one I wanted. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Here we go. Ooh, and the winds come up. Let me make sure this is it. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Let's see. I guess there's a lot of elemental excitement about this book. Okay, so here's the passage. For many, Egyptian cosmology evokes mystery and an intuitive feeling of resonance and connection. For others, it has been a subject that brings up fear and intimidation. A good example is the common reaction to the Egyptian Book of the Dead, which might more accurately be called cycles of transformation or cycles of change. What many don't know is that this book is also referred to as the Book of Coming Forth by Day. Misunderstanding is the principal barrier between humans and the ancient gods with their message of hope and eternal life, which has been blocked from most people's awareness. It's ironic that fundamentalist religious advocates do not honor the ancient shamanic traditions that are at the source of most religious rituals. These perennial wisdom teachings permeate all religious cultures in ways we are still discovering. Although there are aspects of the creation that are dark in nature or of the shadow world, the concepts of punishment and of the underworld as a fearful place were misrepresentations, some of which we hope will be corrected as a result of this work. Our purpose here is to return to the heart rituals of ancient Egypt, which were not only about the physical heart, but also about the energy of the heart chakra center, an energy of love and wisdom and intelligence. The Egyptian word for heart is Ab, which is also the word for conscience and for desire. Ab-Ba, the heart soul, is the seat of consciousness and is the relationship formed between spiritual will and the power of love. When we apply our deepest heart's desire to conscious alignment with the desire of a higher will or God, transformation happens and we can change our destinies. Okay, I read that and it really jazzed me out. And then there's this other one. Here we go. Okay. I'll just start right in the middle here. When humans reach the ability to affect nature to such a degree that, whether intentionally or unintentionally, they begin to control the weather, which I know lots of you can do, then humans have stepped into the role of gods. To recognize and acknowledge our divinity may well be appropriate, even necessary, in order to meet our current challenges. However, if we are children of the gods and have that divine right and heritage, we must begin to assume the full responsibility for what our inherited position means. Consciousness is awakening around the ability of humans to affect nature, but awareness alone is not enough to make positive change. People have to care. We have to move beyond apathy. Instilled in us are the maternal and paternal instincts to care for our children so that the races will continue. Yet we must also care about our creations, the things we make that influence civilization and impact the earth. I don't think this is only talking about physical stuff here. I think it's talking about our manifestations. Through our science, technology, and genetics, we have come to the next stage of godhood. To fully be human is to care about other beings. To become fully divine is to care about and take responsibility for all our creations, all that we are manifesting and destroying. In spite of, or perhaps because of the wars, the natural disasters, the endless suffering, and the social chaos, humans are beginning to awaken, and some are already fully awake. The problem is that there are not enough awake beings who feel that they can make a difference or who have fully owned their power. In our current shamanic Egyptian mysteries work, the Natiru of Egypt are urging us to open our hearts and reconnect with our divine origins. If we understand that we are the sons and daughters of gods, and that deep within us we possess divine power, we also realize we are still fledglings. As a species on this planet, humans are young. We are behaving much like teenagers who can't wait to drive the car, yet are not ready for the responsibility required. But think, a helpless infant in just a couple of years learns to walk, feed itself, use language to communicate, and use its hands to build things. Is it such a stretch to realize that human beings can, in a relatively short period of time, step into their enlightenment and their divinity? We've been trained to believe that we lack the skills to confront or change the megalithic powers of those who are running the governments, corporations, and other institutions that affect planetary affairs. Yet, that is not the case. How ridiculous is it to feel that we could not change things when everything around us shows us what we've already done? I'll just stop there. Well, no, one more. So what can we do? All power comes from the same source, and we can choose how to use it. We need only rechannel our energy and power. It is not a matter of getting more. It is a matter of redirecting. Our energy must no longer pass through the first three chakras only. It must be driven by more than the urge to survive, the urge to procreate, the urge to exude power, and the urge to control. It must move into the heart mind, so that the energies of our higher conscious selves can join the energies of our lower unconscious selves and create an embodied, impassioned, and wise way of being and acting. So, there you go. And I do strongly believe that God never intended for us always to stay helpless babies. Some people think, I've heard this before at least when I've done some of my talking, is that some people who are religious and who want to be very aligned with the God that they see as controlling the cosmos, and they think that by us owning our power, we're somehow committing sacrilege. We're somehow saying that that God is not powerful, or that we don't honor the power that created things here. And I think that nothing could be close to the truth. I mean, farther from the truth. Nothing could be farther from the truth. I don't believe that. I do honor the creator of these cosmos, and everybody I know does. And I don't think that we as humans, as these amazing, powerful beings, were created to always be these little babies running around and asking for every single thing we wanted. I think that in the beginning, according to a lot of the scriptures that I've read, God kind of wanted company, wanted to not be alone, wanted to branch out and explore and see how it could grow and what could happen. So would you create a whole universe full of tiny little beings that always needed your help for every single thing? Or would you create peers and people to work with and to do awesome stuff with? I think you can see where my belief lies there. But anyway, so yeah, that's the new book club book, Shamanic Mysteries of Egypt, by Nicki, Scully, and Linda Starwolf. I've never heard these authors before, but I like the energy popping off this book, and I feel a close connection to the Egyptian mysteries, but have not really been able to study them very deeply yet, so I'm really excited about this, and it's going to be new for me, just like it is for you guys. All right, y'all, go in peace, much love. Enjoy the beautiful day, no matter what your weather is doing. Mine is quite lovely today. There are fires burning outside Sedona, but I don't see any of them here, so I'm just trying to anchor in vibrations of harmony and allowing for whatever change needs to happen, because desert land does like to burn every so often. It's good for the land. However, hoping that it do it in harmony and in as non-traumatic a way as possible while still getting whatever needs to be done. All right, I'll see y'all in Nostrils.